Good afternoon. Welcome to Wildcat Field. It is the kickoff of the 2023 football season. First game of the year for the Wildcats. And we got JV football here tonight. It's Chris Larson alongside with Dan Jenkins. Dan, how we doing?
Real good. Real good. Been waiting a long time for this game.
Yeah, everybody fired up. You go through camp and you're practicing 6-8 hours a day, and it's long days, and the kids are finally ready to get rewarded with a little game time here. I'm going to pull down my phone. We're kind of going to monitor things and hope everybody's enjoying the game tonight. Again, we're just getting started here. Wisconsin Rapids going to kick off to the Wildcats. Rapids going from left to right. Rapids in their white with red trim. Cats in the navy blue with gold and white trim. And we're going to have to kind of figure out who kids are as we go here, just like every season. You kind of got to figure out where everybody's at. Looks like we've got 22 back there to receive for the Cats. That's going to be Matt Tiffany. And who else is back there? Is that a 20? We'll figure it out, guys.
I bumped this camera here.
Dan bumped the camera. Well, you're going to have to line it back up, Dan. It's an onside kick attempt for Wisconsin Rapids. It only goes about 3 yards. So it'll be Cat football with some prime starting position. Wisconsin Rapids looking to start the season off with a little trickeration. And the Wildcats able to cash in on that with some pretty great field position here. They'll get the ball here to start this football game on the positive side of the field at the 45-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for River Falls. The offense will come out onto the field, and we're going to have Brecken French at quarterback tonight for the Cats. And we'll see who's carrying the ball. Dan, I'm going to give you the job since you're over there to call out our offensive linemen as they come out onto the field. But a lot of new faces this year. A lot of the kids that we saw last year in the freshman game getting some opportunities at varsity. So a lot of new guys. Looks like we got number 29 back there will be the tailback, and that's going to be Blake Schneider. I see 25 onto the field. That's Bo Bjork. And Josh Jenkins will be the fullback.
Nathan Johnson at center.
I believe Kean O'Keefe is a guard. I think DeAndre Barbie on the O-line as well. French will start under center here. First and 10 for the Cats. Again, great field position after the failed onside kick attempt. French will hand it off to Schneider. Schneider ahead, breaks a tackle, bounces it out, and he's going to be pulled out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. It'll be just short of a first down. Called about second down and 2 coming up here for the Cats. It'll be a short 2 or a long 1 coming up here for River Falls. So nice run there to start the season. Blake Schneider off tackle to the left side and had plenty of room, broke through a tackle, a quick arm tackle there early on. And the Cats in some positive down and distance territory here with second down. French goes under center again. They'll try it again. This time it'll be Schneider up the middle. He'll take it outside. Still breaking through tackles. Pulled down around the 25-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Cats at the Wisconsin Rapids 25-yard line. So Cats start off the season here with a little bread and butter, and it works just fine. And I don't know about you, Dan, but I like the bread and butter. There's no sense in getting mixed up. You start getting fancy, and sometimes bad things happen. Let's just go bread and butter here until they can stop it and put it in the end zone. French goes under center again. Jenkins and Schneider behind him. Pitch it back to Schneider. Schneider with a lot of room once again, and Schneider falls forward. Another big gain down probably around the 12-yard line, and that will move the chains once again. First and 10. Looks like actually I mismarked that. They're going to call them down at around the 15-yard line. So first and 10 just inside the 15-yard line of Wisconsin Rapids. Real basic stuff here. Pitch to Schneider, pitch to Schneider, pitch to Schneider, but it's working like a charm. Handoff to Schneider this time. Again, big hole there, and Schneider's going to carry that inside the 10 down to around the 6 or 7 yard line. So another nice chunk there. We got second down and about 2 here coming up for the Cats. They'll mark it at, looks like around the 7. Things going the way of River Falls here to start the season. Rapids look huge. We were watching the warm-ups. We're like, wow, they got some big boys. But so far, this River Falls offensive line has had their way. French pitches it to Schneider along that left side again. Josh Jenkins, nice block, and Schneider's in there. Touchdown, Wildcats. So real vanilla, but I don't know about you, Danny. Vanilla ice cream's good, especially a little root beer in there. Just keep it vanilla, baby. If you can move the football like that. And the Cats positive yardage on every play there. And it looks like they're set up to go for 2.
45 yards on 5 plays.
Yep, we'll take it. That's what we call efficient offense, 9 yards per play. French will go under center again from the left hash, the near hash. And they'll hand it off to Schneider. And Schneider, he's in there. Now they're going to mark him down. Wow, he fell into the end zone. I'm not sure how you mark him down there. It's one of those call of the centuries, I guess. I don't know. Well, they must have marked him. What are they doing?
I don't know. Was there?
It must not have been a touchdown when I called it before. So sorry to the scoreboard operator. He put the 6 up there. so it's 2nd and goal. He's listening to us, and it looked to me like it was a touchdown. I don't know how that wasn't a touchdown, but 2nd and goal here from the 1-yard line. French under center. Give it to Schneider again. Schneider stood up. This time he's in there. I swear the official marked touchdown on that play 2 plays ago, but maybe somebody else came in there and said no, sir. But either way, it took us 2 more plays, but we put it in there. So much for that average, Dan Jenkins. But we'll take the 6, run some nice clock off there, and the Cats lead it 6-0. And now we'll go for 2. I was wondering why they marked that ball off on the near hash mark for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I was looking for a penalty marker.
That was a new move. First game for us too, guys. So now we'll go from the center of the field at 2.5-yard line for the 2-point conversion. French to Schneider, the pitch out. And Schneider's still on his feet, but he's going to be pulled down short of the goal line and will not convert. So 6-0 Wildcats, 6:52 to go here, first quarter. Well, it's awfully nice of the Wisconsin Rapids squad to set us up with that golden field position at the 45-yard line to start your opening drive of the season. But so many times we've seen that field position squandered, so it's nice to see the Cats get the nice field position and capitalize on it. Cats went for 2 pretty much every time last year, but I hear we have a place kicker at varsity this year. It's a freshman, Gavin Carafel, so we'll see if they put him to work tonight. But Gavin is just a fantastic soccer player. I've been you and I have both coached him at the youth level, and
Yep.
Jack played with Gavin a little bit in soccer a few years ago, and he's got a heck of a leg. And I've heard that he told Coach he's good from inside 35. So we'll see what happens. I think it'd just be nice to be able to kick some extra points.
Yep.
If we can get him to go, maybe 9 out of 10 from extra point land, that would be a big help for the Cats, just not having to worry about going for 2. So the Cats' first kickoff of the season here. Who do we got kicking off, Dan? Looks like 22.
22 is Lucas Blair.
Lucas Blair, short kick, fielded around the 35-yard line of Wisconsin Rapids. Cats coverage team does a nice job. Number 85, Jaden in there. Jaden Osborne making the tackle. Nice tackle there, Mr. Osborne. And he'll come off the field as the Cats' defense comes on. Looks like we got Jack Larson. We got 52 out there. Tyler Hastings. Felix Wahlquist is out there. Who's the big fellow in the middle there? 60-something. That might be. We'll get it. So Cats defense on the field for the first time this season. Raiders will go from the shotgun. They'll run around the edge here. Cats all over it. Wahlquist and Blake Schneider in there making the tackle. Cats shut that one down right away. Pick up about 1. Sophomore quarterback's number 1, Gage Honeyjaeger. 5'7", 150 sophomore. 2nd down and 9 now coming up for the Raiders. Cats opened the season last year with the tilt against Wisconsin Rapids down there. If you're wondering where Wisconsin Rapids is, Wisconsin Rapids is basically right dead center in the state of Wisconsin. It's as central Wisconsin as you can be. It's in Wood County. Raiders to the line of scrimmage. They'll go under center this time. Hand it off to the fullback. No, they fake the handoff to the fullback. Honeyegger keeps it, goes around the left side. Does a little better this time, picks up about 4, and that will leave them with 2nd down and a short 6 now coming up for Wisconsin Rapids. Cats will bring Josh Jenkins in defensively. He'll play the end on this side. Ty Hastings comes out. Looks like the Cats got Bo Bjork in there. Middle linebacker, Felix Walquist, the linebacker on this side. And I think on the other side it's Brody Schaefer, Jr. Rapids will go under center once again. They'll pitch it. Come to the near side, and Blake Schneider all over that one with the tackle.
It's Blake Schneider's show today.
Blake Schneider's show gets the football going all the way down the field and now defensively making some plays. And they'll mark it at around the 42-yard line. So 4th down, and we'll call it 4 coming up here for Rapids. They're at midfield. Looks like they're going to keep the same personnel in, so I think they're just going for it here. Would rather not punt. 6-0 Wildcats here. 4:30 to go first quarter. Cats started the game 45-yard drive for Paydirt. I think that was 7 plays. Capped it off with a Blake Schneider 1-yard run, but it was all Schneider all the way down. They'll go under center. This time they hand it off to the big fella, and the Cats defense wraps it up and puts a stop to it. Zach Faulkner in there. Zach Faulkner had a really nice scrimmage, I thought, last weekend, and comes out here with the big play on 4th down. And the Cats offense will come back onto the field again with some great field position. Looks like they're going to mark it right at that 45-yard line. So basically the same spot they started the first drive, they'll start the second drive. Wisconsin Rapids has got that big fella fullback in the backfield, Sam Matthews, 6'1", 230-pound junior. They gave the football to Sam, but not a lot of speed in those feet, and the Cats able to slow him down, team tackle, put him down. This time they'll go to the freshman. It's Max Helminiak around the right side. Helminiak turns on the Jets. He'll cross the 30-yard line down to around the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Max Helminiak, freshman running back. And with Joe Tarasavage getting the call for varsity tonight, they bring Helminiak in to carry the ball, give Schneider a little bit of a break, and Helminiak starts off his high school football career with a 20-yard run. His dad, Mark Helminiak, still up as one of the record holders for rushing at River Falls, and just very, very well known as one of the best football players to walk the halls. Now French throwing the ball to Schneider. Schneider carries it. Big block, but they're going to call a penalty. And Schaefer excited about the block, but there's flags all over the field, and I'm guessing they're going to get him for the hit, and then they're going to get him for maybe the celebration. We'll see what happens. But flags all over the field, and the coach is having a talk with them. And Schneider took the ball all the way up to the 14-yard line, but this one's going to go back.
I think that was Bo, actually.
What's that?
That was Bo.
It was Bo?
Yep.
Sorry. That was 23. Oh, they threw it to Bo.
Yeah, they
okay.
threw it to Bo.
So the Rapids player down on the field injured, and Bo Bjork with the catch, taking it down to the 14-yard line. And again, Dan, what do I say? Vanilla, baby, vanilla. We were doing just fine. Get a little fancy. Those little guys out there, they want to put a hit on somebody, and that was one of those deals where it was like too easy to put the hit on. See, the guy just needed a drink of water. He's up and on his feet, and now let's see what the call is. So they're going to move that football backwards, back to the 39-yard line. So it's going to be second down.
10-yard penalty, yeah.
Oh, first down. First down and roughly 20 from the 35-yard line. Cats so far tonight just have been able to move the ball pretty much at will. So I would just go back to doing what we were doing, and you should be able to chip this 20 yards off pretty easily. French to Helminiak. Helminiak finds a hole, still on his feet, and Helminiak picks up the first down in one play. So 21-yard run there on first down and 20. And we're right back to 1st and 10, this time from the 16-yard line. Again, Cats moving the ball at will, and a lot of great blocking up front for this Wildcat offensive line. A lot of big fellas up there doing their job. I see number 76, Riley Andrist, on the right side. But the Cats have been really making a lot of hay on this left side as well. French under center, pitches it to Helminiak. Helminiak around the left side. And Helminiak finds a hole, heads for the corner, and he should be in to the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Max Helminiak. Found the pylon, crossed over. A little bit of a delay getting those arms up by the official, but he got him up there, and it's 12-0 Cats, 2:44 to go, first quarter. And Cats just putting on a clinic up front. I see number 71, Austin Stellright on that left side. Austin making some hay up there, along with 72, Alex Pearson, the junior, 235-pounder. Those boys are making some holes, and those running backs are hitting them fast. And Max Helminiak's just got that burst. Such a big, he's a big kid. You get around him, he's got those big thighs, and just a big dude. He can move it, man. Cats will go under center again here on the 2-point conversion. Brecken French with the football. Fakes it to Helminiak, looking to throw. Gets around, and now he's going to run it in. Noses for the end zone. We'll see what the call is. The Wildcat sideline says it's good. But I haven't seen a – yep, there it is. It's good. Brecken French, the QB keeper around the left side. He's in there, and it's 14-0 Cats. 2:44 to go, first quarter. So far, everything going right for the Wildcats. They've been moving the ball on the ground. They had a nice play through the air there. Got called back due to the penalty. But everything they're doing is just coming up spades right now. And the 3-and-out defensively for the Cats, so they got to be feeling pretty good here with 2:44 to go in the first quarter.
Yep, and doing that with two sets of backfield, too.
Two different backfields out there, and it's fun to see the Cats moving the football. This is kind of we got used to seeing this last year with the Cats moving the ball on the freshman team, and it's nice to see at the JV level kind of doing the same thing. And it'd be really fun to see it tonight in the varsity game, 7:00 over at Raymer Field tonight. Of course, we'll have the action here on the River Falls Sports YouTube channel. Kevin Westhouse, Jeff Johnson, the whole crew up there. There's a big crew tonight, and they're pretty excited. Got some new toys to show off tonight, a new scoreboard, and some new. I'm not gonna break it. I want Kevin to be able to show this thing off, but there's some new features in the broadcast that are pretty cool. He's very excited about it, so should be a fun broadcast tonight. Again, when this game is over, I think it'll be about a half-hour break, and then they'll pop up over at Raymer Field right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube channel. As always, brought to you by First National Bank of River Falls. All right, Cats set to kick off here for the second time. Lucas Blair. Kick. Fielded around the 32-yard line, and a nice job there. Number 23, Brody Schaefer, coming in, making the tackle. Brody's a junior, and he's excited to be out there making some plays, doing some stuff, getting some guys pumped up. Yep, he got called on that penalty, but, hey, man, you still got to keep playing, still be aggressive out there, making some tackles out there on special teams. Cats defense back out onto the field now. See Austin Stellright out there now on the left side. Looks like Josh is on the right side. first and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids at their own 34-yard line. If you're wondering who Lucas Blair is, he's a transfer. Came in from Ellsworth. And it's a pickup of about 4 on first down. Sets up second down and a short 6. Much better start for Rapids in this drive than the last one. Here comes the big fella, Sam Matthews, 6'1", 230. Tailback for Rapids. They'll go back under center. Lone receiver to the near side. Put a man in motion. Fake the handoff to Matthews. No, they do give it to Matthews, and Matthews pulled down before he really gets anywhere. Short gain, about a half-yard gain. That'll bring up third down, and we'll call it a long 5. 1:32 to go here in a first quarter that's been all River Falls. 14-0 Cats. Rapids back under center. And they draw the Cats off sides. A little hard count there. That'll convert a 3rd and 6 into a 3rd and 1. That's a lot easier to convert. So 3rd and 1 now for Rapids. Clock ticking under a minute now in the first quarter. Game tonight also brought to you by Sarah Jenkins, Property Executives. Realtor right here in River Falls. Looking to buy, looking to sell. Call Sarah. Rapids will go under center. 3rd and short. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he'll get it. Needed to get to the 44, got to about the 46, so that'll be a 1st and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock rolling, so we'll see if they run another play here in the quarter. Cats got Rapids tonight. JV football this evening. Varsity at 7 o'clock. And then next week, Holman and Jeff Johnson and Bo Herstein will have freshman football from Holman Thursday night, and then varsity at 7 o'clock. So I think the freshmen go on at 4, and the varsity goes on at 7. And then the next JV game will be not this coming Monday, but the Monday afterwards. It'll be right here on this field on Monday. Hey, if you're watching and enjoying the game, please give us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Always fun to see where the audience is. Looks like we got a nice audience here, Dan. 58 people tuning in to watch a little JV football.
All right.
I think everybody's got the itch. You know, it's late August. We actually had some cool temperatures in the evenings here this week, so it kind of gives you that, ooh, it feels like we should be playing football. And here it is.
Here it is.
Ruth Schneider chimes in, says, great job, Blake. I'm guessing that's probably going to be Blake's grandmother. But we always like to know where the audience is watching from, so comment on there to let us know where you're watching from. Maybe we'll send you a gift basket. We can hit like the Amazon now, right? And they'll just go out and deliver it right now. Mm-hmm. How about a nice fruit basket for somebody out there watching? I think pretty soon they're going to have those drones. We can just push a button. It'll deliver that fruit basket right to their house. All right, Rapids Ready to go now, 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. First down of the game for the Rapids Raiders there to end the first quarter. Cats up 14-0. They'll hand it off the right side. They give it to the big fella, and he's got about 4 there on first down. That'll leave a 2nd and 6 coming up for the Raiders. Number 20, Sam Matthews. Finally heard a little life from the crowd over here. The Rapids crowd to the right of us. They've been pretty quiet the whole game. Got a little, let's go Rapids that time. Nice carry for the big fella, the junior. Cats defense been pretty solid here so far this evening. Raiders to the line of scrimmage, this time going right to left. White jerseys, red trim. They'll go under center, send a man in motion, and the quarterback's going to kick it out on the option. Going to be a short gain of about a yard or two there. That's number 12, Cohen Lehman. 6 foot, 170, a sophomore. Lehman on the option picks up about a yard and a half. It's going to leave 3rd down and about 3. We'll call it 4 now. Band's practicing behind us. Kind of gives us a little bit of culture behind us. We could use some culture, Dan Jenkins. I'm not sure if the band's performing tonight or not. Usually they don't perform too early in the season. Still working on some stuff. State champion, River Falls Wildcat Marching Band. They'll run that quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's going to be a little short, but definitely made some hay on that run. 4th down and about 2 coming up for Rapids. And you got to think that's probably what's coming here on 4th down, Dan. Every time they've been in this short yardage situation, that's what we've seen. Right up the old middle. But maybe that's what they want us to think.
Yeah, well, maybe we're expecting it now, so
right.
maybe not.
Maybe they try a little trickeration. This is the team that started the game. First kickoff of the season with the onside kick that went about 3 yards. It must have been fun to call that play, and then you see the guy kick it, and it didn't go very far. Cats right up the line of scrimmage. Now they're trying to get the Cats a jump here. Able to do it on that last conversion. Made the 3rd and 6 into a 3rd and 1, so they tried again. Cats creeping up, and no jumping by the Cats, so the Rapids calls a timeout. We'll see if they punt here. It's kind of surprising. I think you go up there, you try to draw them off sides. If you don't do it, you just go for it.
Yeah.
You're going to punt the football here on the 45-yard line, down by 14?
With 1 yard.
With 1 yard?
To go.
No way.
And you got this whole side of the field.
Yeah. It drives me nuts when you waste a time out there. You know what you're going to do. But that's just me. Cats will come over to the sideline. Have a little talk with the coaching staff. Good job there, staying disciplined, not jumping. Rapids able to get him on that 3rd down in the last series. Cats stayed home. Brought those linebackers up to try to stop the QB keeper. Let's see what happens here. I'm guessing you're going to see the QB keeper, or they're going to hand off. No, they got the big fella out of there now. Different fullback. They'll give it to that guy. And
Look at Blake there.
Blake Schneider.
Oh, my goodness.
Coming from the corner, they fake the handoff off the middle, kick it out to the outside, and Schneider from the corner position flying up, wrapping them up, and sending them down. We used to call that kid the bowling ball. Played defense for us back in youth football, and he's one of those guys that just doesn't have a lot of respect for his own body. Doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. Makes him a great pole vaulter, too.
Yep.
Went 11-6 this year.
Yeah, awesome.
Or last year, I guess.
Fun kid to coach, fun kid to be around. Fun to see him have the success he's having here. All right, Cats offense back onto the field here. 7:23 to go, second quarter. Cats up 14-0. They've scored a touchdown every time they've had possession. They'll give it to Schneider up the middle this time. Rapids able to pull him down before he gets to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a short gain, about a half a yard. Brecken comes over to the sideline to get the play. Felix Wahlquist comes over as well. Jaden Osborne's going to check in, number 85 for the Cats, with Wahlquist coming out. Brecken's got the play. 2nd and 9 here, coming up for River Falls. Schneider to the tailback, Josh Jenkins, the fullback. French under center. And timing was off on that one. We got whistles. And let's see I'm guessing that's going to be on River Falls. Yep, we got a little motion. Some guys went, the other guys didn't go, and usually when you see that, somebody wasn't sure about the snap count. So that will move the Cats back another 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 14 from their own 41-yard line. Got some locations coming in. We'll get to those in a second. Paul Aderman checking in from River Falls, West Side. French under center. To Schneider, left side, some room. Schneider pushing the pile ahead, pickup of around 6. We'll bring it back out to the 46-yard line. That'll bring up a more manageable 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and about 9 for the Cats. Josh Hastings listening from the stands. Great to hear the play-by-play. Josh was at the scrimmage on Friday as well. Big crowd at the scrimmage. It was kind of fun to see. A lot of Wildcat fans, a lot of other folks. I don't know, there must have been 5-6 teams there. And stands were packed. French fakes the throw and then will pull it down. Didn't like it. And maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down coming up. Maybe you run the football there and you get 4 or 5, and then you run it again knowing you're just going to go for it on 4th down. They got to get that ball to that Jenkins kid, though. That was what that was all about.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure why he didn't throw it.
I'm not either. It was there. Fourth and 10 now coming up for the Cats. Going for it from their own 45. And they'll pitch it. No, they'll fake the pitch. French on the naked bootleg. Throws it deep. He's got his man, and it's caught. Number 20. Who's number 20, Dan? Todd Benedict. Todd sneaking out there, and nobody from the Rapids defense saw him coming out there. Wide open. French on the naked bootleg going around the left side. Throws a missile. Hits him, and it's 1st and 10 Wildcats from the 39-yard line of Wisconsin Rapids. Didn't see that one coming. Gain of 16 there on 4th and 10. All right, who else we got? Grandma and Grandpa Larson watching from Northern Illinois. See, Doc Tiffany just showed up down here. French with the pitch out to Schneider. Schneider cuts it up. Nice gain there for Blake Schneider on 1st down. Going to be a gain of around, we'll call it 4 or 5 here, depending on where they mark it. And Max Helminiak will check in now for the Cats. They'll give Schneider 6, so 2nd down and 4 now. Spotting the ball up around the 43-yard line. French will go under center. Helminiak and Jenkins behind him. Give it to Helminiak up the middle, and Rapids all over that one. Ball comes out, but whistle's blowing. Play was dead. Going to be 3rd and 4 coming up now for the Cats. Yeah, Helminiak, I think up until that point was like 20, 10, lots of big gains, but not much on that one. Benedict will check back into the game. Bo Bjork comes out. 3rd down, and we'll see a long 4 here for the Wildcats. 3:21 to go second quarter. 14-0 River Falls. And really, Rapids hasn't accomplished much today. They've got 1 first down offensively. And the Cats defensively or offensively have really moved the ball on them. French throws it out there, gets his man, but did pay for it. Big hit there. Number 44, Rapids, coming around the corner and laying the wood to Brecken French. That's Peter Steinhoffel. That's the kind of look that as an outside linebacker you just dream. No one blocks you. You just come flying in and no one there. And just laid out Brecken French. But you got to give Brecken credit, man. He stood in there, took it, delivered a nice football out there, and still shy of the first down. But the Cats definitely manageable spot here. 4th down and 2.
Do you have who number 80 is on your sheet?
84 River Falls?
Yep.
I do not. I don't have an 80. First game of the season, still kind of working out the kinks. Folks in the activities office. I think one of the things, giving it to Schneider this time. Schneider, hard run to the left side. Cats calling for a first down. Haven't seen a signal from the officials yet, but I think it's going to be close. Looks like the guy at the chains. Looks like we're moving the chains, so 1st and 10 for the Cats. Schneider needed about 2.5, and I think he got 2 3/4. We got a timeout here, 2:01 to go. Not sure who called it.
28.
But, yeah, lots of kids getting moved around this week, too, some injuries. So a few guys that probably would have been here tonight, not here because they need to play in the varsity game. There's lots of your kind of normal bumps and bruises injuries and lots of just kind of really odd injuries for tonight as well. So a lot of moving around of the rosters for this coaching staff tonight.
A lot of sophomores pulled up.
A lot of sophomores pulled up to varsity, and it's one of those things that, it's kind of like a rookie playing in the NFL. You don't really want that to happen, but at the same time for those sophomores, really exciting, getting an opportunity to play some varsity football, and hopefully it grows your program. Hopefully, it'd be nice to see the varsity come out and play the way this JV team's playing tonight. And if they can do that with those sophomores playing on the field tonight, that'll really say a lot about this program and the direction that we're going. I mean, it's just been so good now for, 5-6 years, and to just see us kind of reload every year is really exciting. So it'd be really nice to see the varsity come out, because this performance this JV team's having tonight has been very impressive to me. Helminiak gets the football, crosses the 25-yard line down to around the 24. Pickup of around 4 or 5 there on first down.
Got a flag. Stop the clock.
Stop the clock. Looks like it's going to be on Rapids. The officials are pointing that way anyway. They signal first down for the Cats. So I don't see a signal as far as what the penalty was.
What was it?
147. Reeling the ran off a little bit too much clock. They got it.
Coach T's all over it.
Well, it looks like a 15-yard penalty, so must have a after the play personal foul variety penalty there. So the Cats with a 1st and 10 down around the 12-yard line. Love seeing that 1st and 10 from the 12, because that means if you don't get it in, you got an opportunity at a first down there before you get to the goal line. So French comes in with the play. Cats all set here inside the red zone now. Schneider, the tailback. French from the shotgun. looking to throw. He's got Benedict in the end zone. And Benedict looking for the pass interference and gets it. So he was trying to run to the back of the end zone to catch that football and kind of just got stopped. The corner basically just stood in his way, and Benedict draws the flag. So we'll get another, should be a first down, half the distance to the goal line variety penalty here. So that will, the guys with the distance markers can drop those. So it should be first and goal from around the 7-yard line. They still got the distance markers out there, but I think they're done with those now, aren't they, Dan?
They should be.
Yeah, they should be. Believe it's first and goal from the 7. Josh Jenkins, the fullback. Schneider, the tailback. French will go under center. Pitch it out to Schneider on the right side. Schneider with some room, but Rapids closes up quickly. They'll take down Schneider on the 5-yard line, and more flags coming down. And that looks like it might be in the neighborhood of an offensive holding, but we'll see what they call. Usually when they throw those flags behind the linemen, that's what we got. But yep, coming back. So that should be a 10-yard penalty against the Cats. It'll still be first down. I don't know. They got those distant markers up there, so I'm not sure what they're doing. I think it should be first and goal from the 17, but they do. The first down marker still sitting there around the 4-yard line, and if that's going to be the case, I'll take it. It's first down either way. We're not sure if it's first and goal or first and 14. French under center. Someone's duck is quacking. French looking to throw. He's got he's got Jenkins. Jenkins with the catch. Pickup around 9. Does take a pretty good lick there, but not until he picks up just about all that penalty yardage back up. Josh Jenkins, a tough dude. He's got a kind of a cranky old man, so a little hit like that's not going to bother him. Second down from the 9-yard line. Same personnel. French to Schneider. Schneider up the middle. Picks up about 3. Should bring up, I don't know if they're going to leave those distance markers up there. It should be about 3rd down and 3. You never know. The chain gang in the JV game is usually kind of whoever you can find standing around, and it looks like we got probably some kids that maybe just aren't dressed for today's game. They look like they're probably sophomore, junior in high school standing over there. So who knows if there's some user error over there or not. But so 1:05 to go here, second quarter. Cats called timeout. Should be 3rd down, and it's either 3rd down and goal from the 7 or it's 3rd down and about 4. I guess we'll just have to assume they have it right because the officials have not corrected them. So we'll call it 3rd and 4. But again, Kevin Westhouse, Jeff Johnson, and the boys tonight at 7 o'clock from Raymer Field. Season opener for your Wildcat varsity squad. Raymer Field. If you can't make it out there, watch the broadcast. Even if you can make it out there, go home and watch it again. French from under center. Kicks it out to Schneider. Lots of room out there. Schneider into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Right side of the line, just push forward. Josh Jenkins out there knocks the linebacker out, and That was about as easy of a 7-yard touchdown as you'll see. Schneider just powers through the rest of those white jerseys, and it's 20-0 Wildcats. 1 minute to go, second quarter. Cats looking to go for 2 here. Brecken will go under center. They'll hand it out. Oh, they'll fake the handoff to Schneids. Gets it over to Josh Jenkins. Josh Jenkins, easy catch. The 2 is good. 22 rip Wildcats. I'll tell you what. I was a little bit nervous for tonight, Dan. I was a little nervous, but
I did
boy.
when they all came out and just the size of the kids that they had practicing. I was just like, man, that's a lot of weight they got pushing around. But
Yeah.
we seem to be doing pretty well with it.
Yeah. The Cats like a well-oiled machine this evening. Really just not a lot of mistakes and just moving the ball however they want to move it. Through the air. I mean, Brecken French has thrown a couple of darts tonight. Mm-hmm. On the move, too. Taking a couple of hits, just delivering the football. And we were running the football like it's going out of style. Cats' defense has been solid. 1 first down and almost a half a football.
Yeah, and that's really, that was from that penalty.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the offsides penalty really set up Rapids with the easy conversion there. But again, it's easier to play defense when your offense is moving the ball like this too.
Yep.
Just you're not on the field very much. Defense has been pretty well rested. Lucas Blair to kick off. Kick's going to take a bounce at around the 35, and Rapids will just fall on it at the 32. So 1st and 10 for Rapids at their own 32-yard line. Cat defense back on the field. Yeah, Wisconsin Rapids bus pulled into the parking lot at around 2:30 this afternoon. Come off the bus, get their stuff unloaded, out on the field. Red Raiders will start under center here. Kick it out number 12 along the right side. Cat's able to stand him up and pull him down after we'll call it a gain of 4. Gave it to number 12, Cohen Lehman. Trying to get more plays off here before the half winds down. They'll kick it out to Lehman again, and Lehman will have the first down. Pickup of around 7 that time, out to the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, they'll mark it at the 46.
Tackled by number 80.
Number 80. We don't have a number 80 on our sheet.
Don't really know who that is.
He is number 1 in our hearts, but a little early movement there by Rapids. They're going to throw it up in the air. Schneider going for it. And number 81, sorry, camera guy, also trying to be announcer guy, missed the play there. Number 81 steps in there, knocks that ball away. That's Carter Serene. Serene out there in coverage for the Cats. Hey, speaking of that, if you're watching from the stands, or maybe you're just the River Falls folk here in town, and you're like, I'd like to be part of the broadcast team. We are hiring. We need a camera guy for the JV game. We'll buy you a lemonade every night if you want one. But we could use a camera person up here. It'd be awesome. And this time the quarterback's going to keep it. Nice run. Breaking through some tackles. Cats finally able to bring him down after a big gain of about 20. So now Rapids moving the football here. 4 seconds left in the first half. So they'll have one more play here. Rapids must have called a timeout. So 22-0 River Falls here with 4 seconds to go in the first half, and Rapids finally making a little hay offensively. But hopefully the clock can be our friend here, and we need to stop him for one more play. Beautiful, beautiful night. You know, we'd love you to watch on the YouTube channel, but boy, if you're in town tonight, couldn't be a better evening to go watch some Wildcat football at Raymer Field. I mean, it's going to be like long sleeve T-shirt type weather. You know, you're not going to be up there sweating your buns off. You're going to be able to enjoy the football game and some really nice weather. Nice little breeze blowing. Couldn't ask for better football weather than what we're going to get tonight. All right, Cats spreading it out a little bit in the defensive backfield. Don't want to give up anything big. Rapids will go from the shotgun here. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 4 seconds left, so one play left. Lining up, throwing to the end zone. And the Cats had a chance to pick it off, but just threw the outstretched fingertips of number, was that 80? I thought it was 89, but we don't have an 89 either. Maybe it's 88, Taurus Eastgate. We'll give him the credit. But either way, a nice half of football for your River Falls Wildcats here. First game of the season for the program, JV, starting the season off here at home on Wildcat Field. And they'll go to halftime up 22-0. And they've really, like I said earlier, put on a clinic offensively. And up until that drive, have been very, very stout defensively. Things going well here for the Cats. You got some stats for me there, Mr. Jenkins? Yes, he does. Absolutely. Thank you. Let's take a look here. Cats offensively. Max Helmaniak, 54 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. Blake Schneider, 71 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jenkins, 2 catches for 10 yards. He's got the extra point as well. Todd Benedict with a big catch on 4th and 10, pickup of 15 yards. Nice catch for Todd Benedict, and that actually kept that drive alive. Got us another touchdown with that conversion on 4th down. And then we've got number 80 credited with a catch for 4 yards. So Brecken French looks like 29 yards through the air, 1 yard rushing for Brecken. And a lot of nice plays there for the Cats. Let's look defensively. Schneider, 4 tackles. Kean O'Keefe, 2 tackles. Jaden Osborne, 1. Bo Bjork, 1. Felix Walquist, 1. Brody Schaefer with 2. Zach Faulkner, 1. That was a big one. That was a 4th down one, right? Mm-hmm. Faulkner. Okay. Then we got number 60, Damian Sija, with 1 tackle, and then number 80, again, we don't know who that is, and then Carter Serene with 1 tackle and then 1 pass deflection. So a lot of nice plays out there by the Cats here getting going. It's, like I said, been really kind of, if the coaching staff could lay out what success would look like to start the season, I think this is pretty much it.
Yeah,
it's hard to argue. A couple penalties, you're going to get a couple penalties. But really hard to argue with anything they did today. Just running the football really, really well. The offensive line has done a really magnificent job this evening.
Mm-hmm. What are we going to do about that kicker?
Yeah, it's something that we've struggled with for some reason, getting someone who can kick the football. I don't know what the answer is. You would think at some point we could figure it out. I know it's the tough thing is boys soccer season is the same time that football season is. It'd be great to go and poach a soccer kid to just come out and kick for you, but they're kind of busy doing their thing. I don't know. You find a Gavin Carafel who apparently has decided to play football instead of soccer in the fall, and get him out there. I know he's not doing kickoffs this season for varsity. There is another young man who's kicking off for us, and actually he's injured tonight, so I'm not sure who's kicking off for varsity either.
I heard Mason Novak. Maybe.
Mason Novak's going to kick off tonight for them. Okay. Yeah, the gentleman who was supposed to is injured, and then Gavin is, Gavin he's not a large person. We'll just say that. Probably not a kid that you want running around out there in a varsity football game right now. So we'll send him out there to do the place kicking, and that's probably for his health and wellness, probably where he should be where he should be during varsity football game. But he'll get there. He's a good kid. Looks like we got Annette Klein checking in, Charlie Burke's grandmother, and she's checking in from Rapid City, South Dakota. Oh, there we go. Corey Wiesinger just texted me and said, number 80 is Charlie Burke. So that's another freshman call-up. So we know that. So he's up. That's number 80. Nice to have these folks out in the community watching and letting us know what's going on. Yeah. Coach Corey coached a lot of these kids in hockey. Little hockey tournament this weekend Coach Corey was coaching. So we got varsity tonight at 7 o'clock. Then next week, next Thursday, it'll be the freshman opener down in Holmen. And Jeff Johnson and Bo Herstein are going to bring you the action down there. That'll be, I believe, a 4 o'clock game. And then the varsity at 7 o'clock down in Holmen. Those are Thursday games. And then next week, we start on our normal schedule. Varsity Friday, it'll be a freshman game that Thursday night against New Richmond, and then varsity Friday, and then JV will play the following Monday. So the way this is going to work, freshman plays that opponent Thursday, varsity Friday, and then JV on Mondays. So this will be the only Thursday night game for this JV squad. Be Mondays the rest of the way. Again, brought to you by First National Bank of River Falls and Sarah Jenkins, property executives. My good friend Spam Risk giving me a call now. We're going to take that one after the game. I'll call back. Don't mind hitting the red button on that one. They always call back. Who do you see out there, Dan? Take a look out in the crowd. I wish I could shoot it from here, get you some video, but who's out there that you know? Who do you recognize? I see Dave Schneider out there.
Schneider's out there. Mark Kaminiak. Both the running back dads.
Running back dads. Are they standing next to each other?
Nope.
No. Keeping their distance. All right, Cats set to kick off to start the second half. Luke Blair set up, ready to rock. Kickoff team on the field. See anybody you recognize out there on the old kickoff team? See Bo Bjork. We got number 28 out there, Zach Faulkner. Felix is out there. 14, Brecken French. Got the QB out there on the kickoff team. Schneider, the end man. I see number 37 out there jumping around, Brody Ruck. Brody Ruck ready to rock. Jaden Osborne, who's 31. Stone Paschal out there. Kick hits the ground around the 40-yard line, and they'll fall on it at the 37. So, again, not a ton of yardage on these kickoffs, but if they don't get any return, then it's not so bad. I mean, you boom it down to the 20, the guy runs it up to the 37 anyway.
Yep.
You know, if you hit that short bouncer and the guy's got to just jump on it, that's fine. We'll take that starting field position at this level all day, any day. Tough to run it back all the way on those short ones, too. You just don't get an opportunity to set up your return. All right. Rapids back on offense. Got something going there to the end of the second quarter. And this time a really nice run. It goes from the right to the left. This is our guy, number 12, before he's pulled down by Charlie Burke. Cohen Lehman. And he picks up enough to get the first down. Will bring it out to the 49-yard line. To be 1st and 10 from the Rapids 49. Lehman went right, came back all the way across the field to the left side, running right towards us. The longest 11-yard run you'll probably see today. Honeyegger goes under center, gives it to the big fella. The big fella taking it outside. Still on his feet. He crosses the first down yardage, and nice big run there, about 25 yards for Sam Matthews, the 230-pounder. Like you were saying, Dennis, one thing this team doesn't lack is size. The center, number 59, 310 pounds.
Is that accurate?
It looks, I would not doubt it, to be honest with you. He's a big fella. 73, not in our program, and he's a big dude too. Tackle on this side. He's got to be upper 200s. This time they'll hand it off up the middle to number 36, Evan Puza. And Puza picks up about 5. They must have turned the page in the playbook and went to a different page because this looks completely different than it did the first 3 drives for the Raiders. They had better ones on the second page. Second down and 5 now for the Raiders. They'll go from the shotgun this time with a pistol. And quarterback keeper to the right side. Pickup of about 2 or 3 for Honeyegger. 3rd down and 3 coming up here for Rapids. Short 3, long 2, however you want to cut it. Let's say 2.5. Honeyegger will go under center this time. He's going to keep it. Goes around the right side. Runs through one arm tackle, and the poor guy who missed the arm tackle just got laid on by number 65. 65 just came around the end and is like, I'm just going to jump on that guy. Navarro Rodriguez, 5'11", 300 pounds. Just imposing his will on the poor fellow on the left side there. 1st and 10 now for Wisconsin Rapids. 7:43 to go, 3rd quarter. River Falls leading 22-0. But Rapids with a nice drive to end the second quarter just ran out of clock, and now they're moving the ball pretty well here. They'll throw it deep, looking for number 19, and Charlie Burke gets a hand in there to knock it away, but flags fly, and it's going to be pass interference on the Cats. So we got a 1st down coming up for Rapids after the penalty. It was pretty well covered, I thought. Hand came in there, the guy fell down, and that'll typically get you a flag. They kind of gave us the benefit of the doubt on our pass interference in the end zone, so I think that was kind of one of those, well, if we called it on those guys, we got to call the same thing on these guys. And so a 10-yard penalty will give the Raiders a 1st and 10 here. They'll mark it at about the 10-yard line, and looks like they're just outside the 10, so they're going to have an opportunity at a 1st down. Honeyegger under center. They'll pitch it to the right side. Big hole for number 12, and he's into the end zone. Cohen Lehman turned on the jets, found the corner, turned on the jets, and just kind of ran through a bunch of blue jerseys there and into the end zone. So 22-6, River Falls now. First touchdown allowed of the season there for the Wildcats comes with 7:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rapids, again, with a beefy offensive line. Couple of 300-pounders out there. Be interesting to see the varsity offensive line. They'll give it to the big fella, and he's into the end zone. Sam Matthews, 230-pound tailback, and it's 22-8. Well, first touchdown of the season for Rapids, first touchdown allowed for the Cats. So far, though, in this game, River Falls, every time they've had possession, they've scored a touchdown. So we'll see if we can keep that rolling here in the second half. So, yeah, Cats got Holman next week. Then they got New Richmond. That I believe both those games are on the road. And then we come right back to Raymer Field for the big one. Battle for the big brown jug. Hudson coming to town in early September. That'll be fun. That's Tackle Cancer Night as well. Then we got Eau Claire Memorial. We only got 4 road games this season, so 5 home games on the docket for the Cats during the regular season. If we have the kind of season we want to have this year, maybe add a couple home playoff games to that as well. All right, first kickoff since the opening kickoff of the game for Rapids. They had that hideous onside kick there to start the football game. We'll see what they come up with here. Maybe they'll try it again and maybe they've been working on it. They tried again, a much better attempt, and Josh Jenkins, I think, saves the day. Yeah, got through the first guy's hands, and then Josh Jenkins, Johnny on the spot, falls on it and able to keep possession for the Cats. So I think we've got an idea that these Rapids guys don't want to kick off. Maybe they can't kick it deep anyway. So they're like, let's give it, give ourselves an opportunity to get the football every time.
Yeah, it's interesting. I told Josh right before we came here, I was like, don't try to be a hero on kick return. just jump on the ball and stay down.
Yeah, those guys on the front line on the kick return team, they usually don't get it. Josh does, but a lot of those guys up there are not ball handlers. Their opportunity for glory. All right, French will go under center. Josh Jenkins, the fullback. Kick it out to Helminiak. Helminiak finds a hole, squirts through it. Pickup of around 6 or 7 for Max Helminiak on first down. Should bring up about a second down and 3 for the Cats. The River Falls offense picks up where they left off. Just real simple. Let the offensive line do their job. Give the football to the 2 ball carriers you have, which are both really, really good ball carriers, and let them do their thing. French into the huddle with the play. Todd Benedict, the receiver to the far left. Bo Bjork on the near side here. They'll fake the handoff to Helminiak. Throw it out to Jenkins. Jenkins is wrapped up after a gain of about 2. Brings up a 3rd down and 1 here. Just under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Cats up 22-8. Expect to see number 1 and number 0 in the backfield tonight at Raymer Field. Jonas Severson wearing 25 last season. Chooses number 0 this season. Jacob Range, quarterback, back into number 1, but yeah, Jonah wearing the number 0 this year. Hand it off to Helminiak, or pitch it to Helminiak. Helminiak gets wrapped up, but we'll see where they mark it. I think he should have enough. Well, they're calling it 4th down. Not a favorable spot there for the Cats. I thought he had it, but 4th and inches here for the Wildcat offense. And with football at the 41-yard line, they're going to be going for it. French comes in with the play. So far, 1 for 1 on 4th down is the River Falls offense. Converted a 4th and 10 in the second quarter. French hands it off to Helminiak. And Helminiak got stood up initially, but the second effort, he's got it easily. Pickup of around 2. Hit the kind of hit the line and kind of stood up, a little stutter step there, but found a little gap, and he picks it up. 1st and 10 for River Falls at the 40-yard line. Wildcat volleyball on River Falls Sports YouTube this season as well. New look there. Got Greg Peters stepping in. Mike Cayley hangs up the microphone.
Oh.
And we got a pre-snap flag. This is typically going to be on the offense.
Delay a game.
It's got to be. Didn't seem like we were that slow coming out of the huddle. I don't know what happened, maybe. Not sure. But they'll back the Cats' offense 5 yards. Oh, illegal substitution I hear down there. Too many guys in the huddle, and that's one of those first game type of penalties where somebody's probably checking in when they shouldn't be checking in, and one of those things that you see early in the season and hope you get that cleaned up a couple games in. So 1st and 15 now for River Falls. Clock rolling, 3:33 to go. 3rd quarter. French from the shotgun now. Bracken, little hop throw, and that should be pass interference. That should be an easy call. And they're going to say incomplete. I don't know how you can tackle somebody as they're trying to catch the football. That was a new one. What do you think, Dan?
I don't think it was a catchable pass.
That'd be the only reason to not call it. Yeah,
I think that's what they're looking at.
You know, Dan Jenkins, I coached this guy for years, and he always backed whatever the officials said. Never argued. All right, 2nd down and 15 now for the Cats. French under center. I think it looks like Helminiak. Yep, we'll give it to Max.
That's a little horse collar there.
Yep.
There you go.
And they got it, yeah. So Max gets horse collared. Flag comes in from the side, and that should be a 1st down for River Falls. That's a personal foul. My favorite part of that was, you know, the guy from the side comes in, he calls, and then the referee nods like, yeah, you got it. You're right. Yeah. I believe that is 1st down. Yeah. That's a long hike. 15-yarder, so 1st and 10 for the Cats. They'll mark it at the 30-yard line. 3:12 to go. Helminiak's still in there. Yeah, you know, if you tackle low, that doesn't happen. French from the pistol. Gives it to Helminiak. Helminiak, big hole, makes a little move, and he's off to the races. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Max Helminiak. Cats stretch the lead to 28-8. 2-point conversion pending. Yeah, once Max found a little daylight there, made a little stutter step, went right past the safety, and it was off to the races.
That sidestep he did, that was pretty.
Yep. Once we get into a game of angles, it's over. 28-8, River Falls here, 2:57 to go, 3rd quarter. Cats looking to make it a 22-point game again. French from the shotgun. And he's going to follow his man into the end zone, and he's in. Nice little design there. QB keeper. Just followed Helminiak in, and it's 30-8. River Falls with 2:57 to go in the third quarter. Yeah, fun to see some new folks step up to call volleyball for the River Falls Sports YouTube channel. And I was a little concerned, Dan. You know, you and I, we had the best freshman football broadcast in the world last season.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was voted on by everyone, and that's what they came up with. I was like, man, is freshman football going to die this season? You know, we need somebody to step up and do it.
I had similar concerns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had a little production meeting over at Westy's house Sunday night. And Jeff Johnson, I forgot that he had Cullen coming up. Yeah, me and Bo are going to handle the freshman broadcast this year. So
Cullen and Jonah?
Yeah. Jonah
Herstein?
Jonah Herstein, yep. Uh-oh, new kicker in there for the Wildcats. It's Jack Larson. I don't know what that is. Cats got an opportunity to get it, though. They say they got it. Everyone in blue says it's blue football. Oh, the guys in the stripes say it's white football. So they'll mark it out the 43-yard line. I wonder how that went. I wonder if it was, hey, let me kick, or if it was, hey, do you want to try to kick? First and 10 for Rapids at the 43. Well, it was ugly, but at least it was exciting. They'll pitch it out to the right side. And that's number 12, Cohen Lehman. Big run. And this is kind of what we saw last week at the scrimmage. When we had a hard time, it was to the edge. You know, we did a pretty good job on those plays up the middle. Well, it looks like Lehman stepped out of bounds. So instead of marking the football down to the 30, they'll mark it at the 43. First and 10 either way. Rapids will pack it in tight. Lehman in motion. They'll hand it off to the fullback. And he's going to plow ahead for a gain of about 6. That's number 38, Trent Rattle. Haven't called his name yet.
Yeah.
On the roster shows him as a senior.
Barbie on the tackle.
DeAndre with the tackle for the Cats. You know, Rapids kind of, you know, it's a big high school, 2,000 kids. And, you know, there's just some kids that just aren't going to get the call to play varsity football. Nice, get out there, get an opportunity to play a little football here in a JV squad.
Tyler Hastings.
Get a carry. Ty Hastings with the tackle there. But it is enough for a first down for Wisconsin Rapids. That was number 20, Sam Matthews, the big fella. But yeah, varsity game tonight over at Raymer. It'll be a packed broadcast studio for the River Falls Sports YouTube channel. If you're watching from Rapids, a Rapids fan, make sure you stay on the YouTube channel. They're going deep here. Number 19 got past the coverage and into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin Rapids. Throwing it over the top. Pick up for around 30 for the touchdown, and it's 30-14 Rapids. Rapids trying to make it a little interesting. Dominated in the first half by River Falls, but second half so far, Wisconsin Rapids winning. Got some youngsters down below us. Sounds like they're creating some havoc downstairs, so Dan had to go down and throw down the gauntlet on them. Rapids in there for the 2. Was it good? Yeah, I don't know. Scorekeeper guy's looking at me like, was it good? I think it was. Between looking at the camera and looking at scorecards and looking at the field, I don't catch everything. I think it was good. Should be 16. So 30-16 River Falls after the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Late stages here of the third quarter. Cats kick return team back on the field. So far Rapids has kicked off twice, and both of them have been onside kicks, so I would assume that this will also be an onside kick. I think the secret is out. Yep, onside kick. And they touched it before it went 10 yards, so it doesn't matter. So the Cats will start this drive with some more great field position. And I think it should be marked where Wisconsin Rapids touched the football, but we'll see where they mark it. Doesn't look like it. No, they're going to give it to us on our side of the field. So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line of River Falls. Cats offense back on the field. They are 4 for 4 tonight. Be nice to put it in here again. Pull some time off of this clock, because I'd hate to kick it off or punt it away or give it back to Rapids without scoring, because the way they're moving the ball here in the second half, I don't know if we'll be able to stop them. Nice run. Blake Schneider, and Schneider was just about to take off and just got pushed down from behind. And if that guy doesn't push him down, I think we're looking at Schneider standing in the end zone right now. Big run there by Blake. Pickup of, we'll call it 16 yards down to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. And more importantly, you keep running that football and just running some clock, baby. Let's get out of here. French from the pistol. Gives it to Schneider. Schneider right into the back of an offensive lineman, and now Rapids will be able to wrap him up right about the line of scrimmage. So not much doing on that one. So 2nd down and 10. Now they're going to back it up a little bit. We'll call it 2nd and a long 10 coming up for River Falls. Again, clock rolling, 30 seconds to go, third quarter. If the Cats run the football here, it'll be the last play of the third quarter. Well, looks like French, he turns this as, do we even need to run a play? Coach says yes. Well, maybe he said no, because now we're just standing there looking like we're not going to run a play. Well, now they're going up there. 5 seconds. 1, that's it. End of the third. So that'll do it. End of the third quarter. River Falls leading 30-16 here on Wildcat Field. 2nd down and 11 coming up. Crisp breeze blowing across the field. Cats will be working into the wind here in the fourth quarter. Hopefully that doesn't come into play. I know one thing, if you run the football, the wind doesn't matter a whole lot. It's got to be like really going before it matters. 50 miles an hour type of wind. Got school popping up here for a couple weeks, but the Cats will have 3 games in the books before they actually have to open the books. Seems like it started early this year, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Started practice on August 1st. Boys had a camp middle of June, and then they went, that was a 2-day camp here, and then they ran up to Duluth for 3 days, middle of June. And then basically kind of, they lift all summer, but no practice in July. And then August 1st, open camp. Also got to thank everyone who helped out with the fundraiser. Holy cow. Doing the fundraiser a little bit different this year with the old text-a-thon, and then the boys were out the other night walking the streets too. But, wow, very, very successful fundraiser. It's really cool to see all the backing in the community and people excited about the football team, I'll tell you that much. There they go. They got it straightened out now. The second and a long 11, short 12, whatever you want to call it. Cats will go back to work from the pistol. Breck and French. Hands it off on the draw to Schneider. Nice run there by Schneider. Kind of had him tied up early and kind of rolled forward, and wasn't quite a Barry Sanders spin move, but he spun out of the tackle and moved forward. So 3rd down and about 9 here. And again, this is where you look at it and you go, we're going to go for it on 4th down. We don't need to get 9 yards here. Let's get 5 or 6 and come back and get 4 or 5 in the next play. Lone back is Schneider. French from under center. Trying to get a free 5 yards. And they'll use the timeout here. Rapids was not having it. Listen, I don't coach high school football. I don't coach at the higher levels, but I just don't know why you don't go up to the line of scrimmage with a play. You try to get them to draw, and then you run the play. It doesn't make any. I see it in the NFL game too. It doesn't make any sense to me there either. I like the trying to draw a guy off sides, but you go up there with the play in your back pocket, and if they don't draw, then you go. And really, I'd like to pull the old Dan Marino, where you go up there and you give them the hard count, and it doesn't work, you kind of look like, oh, no, and then you call it. Because then everybody relaxed. You could see the defense all relax when they saw Brecken kind of stand up a little bit. They're like, we didn't fall for it. Hopefully, this doesn't come down to a game where you're like, I wish we had that timeout back. But I don't know. All right, French from the shotgun this time. Looking to throw. In trouble. Gets it to number 23, who was wide open out there. I think that's the junior, Brody Schaefer. It is. Schaefer with the catch. And he gets about half of it. He got the football marked at around the 31-yard line. The guy with the sticks he's on his phone right now. Now he's taking a drink. He'll get down there eventually. Should be 4th down, and I'm about 4. The guy with the 4th down marker, he's pretty relaxed over there right now.
Just hanging out.
Leaning on the sticks. He's 4 yards from where he's supposed to be, but he looks relaxed. Again, same thing. We're always looking for people to hold the sticks at these games too. So everybody likes to hold them at the varsity game because they get a front row seat to the varsity game. But for 7th and 8th grade games and JV games and freshman games, we're always looking for chain gang personnel. So 4th down and 5 here for River Falls. Again, Cats have scored a touchdown in every drive this game, so if they don't convert this, it'll be the first time. French fakes the handoff. French throwing it. French He's got Bo Bjork. Bjork, first down and more. Bjork down to the 13, 14-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it down at the 15. Either way, that'll move the chains. First and 10 for the Cats. Another kind of an odd thing, you go to most football games and you're used to seeing that quarterback roll right. We got a lefty quarterback. We're going left. A lot of left scrambling for Brecken French tonight. But, boy, he's done just a fantastic job. Managed the game well. Like, you don't see a lot of mistakes. Like, he's getting the team up to the line of scrimmage. Everything looks pretty crisp. And just throwing the football, it's been there. He's been under pressure in spots and delivered the football and done a really nice job. First and 10 for the Cats at the 15-yard line. Brecken hands it off to Schneider. Schneider out to the 10-yard line. Pickup of around 5. Second and a short 6 coming up. Clock rolling. Fourth quarter, 7:45 to go. River Falls in command, leading at 30-16, and in the red zone right now, down to the 11-yard line of Wisconsin Rapids. Cats offense has put on a clinic today. Touchdowns in every drive. Trying to make it 5 for 5 here. French under center to Schneider. Schneider following Josh Jenkins to the edge. Pulled down at around the 5-yard line. That should move the chains. Should be first and goal here coming up for the Cats. So first and goal at the 5-yard line for River Falls. See Austin Stellright. Tackle on the left side. Cat's been running his way pretty much all day long. Who's the short guy next to him? 65, is it? DeAndre Barbie, yeah. Nate Johnston. He was our center for a couple years, Dan.
Yep. 3rd and 4th grade.
Yep. Give it to Schneider, right side. Schneider into the end zone. Ball came loose. And I think it's Wisconsin Rapids football. So touchback. Schneider was into the end zone. I was just like 2 tongue wags away from saying touchdown Wildcats, and the football was on the carpet. And that will end the streak of consecutive touchdowns for this offense. I don't know. It almost looked like he was in the end zone when the football came out. But
it's kind of hard to tell from this angle.
It definitely is. Yeah, it's always funny, when you watch the game from one spot and you watch the game from a different spot, you see completely different things. And Rapids, first and 10 from their 20. They'll kick it out. And they give it to number 12. He's kind of their bell cow, Cohen Lehman. Tackle there, I think, Bo Bjork. But first down yardage for Wisconsin Rapids. And again, Cats defense was just all over it the entire first half until the last drive. And basically since then, Rapids has just moved the ball however they want to move it. And we got a pre-snap whistle this time. And this should back up the Raiders. So 5:50 to go, fourth quarter. River Falls leads at 30-16. But in a game that looked like it was about to be over a moments ago with Schneider going into the end zone, we've got like a game here, Dan. If they can get a quick touchdown, we know they're going to go for an onside kick.
Yeah.
This could get pretty hairy here pretty quickly. Cats need to buckle up defensively. They'll hand it off to the fullback. Up the middle, he'll pick up about 2 or 3. We'll give him 2 or 3 at a time all night long. Let that clock keep rolling. Honeyegger hands it off again to the center, Trent Rattle. Or to the senior, Trent Rattle, excuse me. Honeyegger under center. Honeyegger looking to throw. 2 guys in coverage, and it's overthrown, and they get 2 flags anyway. I'm guessing that's going to be a holding against River Falls, which will be good enough for another first down. And that's another spot where I thought when we watched the scrimmage last week, we struggled in coverage. Just really had a hard time covering people, and we're going to have to get that figured out too. It's kind of to be expected this time of year, but you got to be able to cover a guy without grabbing him.
$15, huh?
They must have called a pass interference. I thought the coverage actually looked pretty good, but I think they must have been holding them before I saw it. So it looked good at the end there, but the flag was way behind where the football was. So. Honeyegger under center. They'll fake the handoff. Cats with an opportunity to tackle him behind the line of scrimmage, but couldn't make it happen. And Honeyegger going to pick up about 6. So 2nd and 4. Clock still rolling, though. 4:30 to go. 4th quarter. Cats clinging to a 14-point lead. You usually don't say that at this point, but boy, it's it feels like, you know, we've dominated the game in so many ways, but holy cow, it's getting a little scary here. Honeyegger under center this time. And they'll give it to Lehman. And Cat's able to pull him down there with Charlie Burke making the tackle, but it is a first down. He did get out of bounds as well, so that will stop the clock at 4:02. Ty Hastings checks into the game for the Cats. Honeyegger under center. Honeyegger looking to throw. Cats put a lick on him, and it's intercepted.
Charlie Burke.
Charlie Burke gets the hit. And, it was Charlie Burke who picked off the pass. It was number 30, Bergen Bernard, puts the lick on the quarterback, and that will put an end to that. I haven't called Bergen's name yet today, but that was a big play there. The junior. I coached Bergen for a year in baseball, rec baseball. Super good kid, good family. All right, 3:50 to go here, 4th quarter. Cats with the football back. And remember we were talking vanilla early in the game? I think we're going to see a lot of vanilla here. Give it to Hilmaniak. Hilmaniak looking for a block, finds one, picks up about 5 on first down. Nice run by the freshman. I'll give him 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Cats will take their time. New quarterback in there, Dan Jenkins. The freshman getting an opportunity in there, Lane Amadon. Lane will go under center. Oh, Rapids jumped. They should give the Cats a free 5 yards. Turns a 2nd and 6 into a 2nd and 1. So the freshman QB in there getting them to jump off sides. Got to give credit to that O-line too. Everybody staying steady. Charlie Burke's going to check in at fullback. Josh Jenkins will come off the field. Another freshman, Charlie. Charlie with the big play defensively there in that last drive.
Really great game.
Yeah. Really good athlete. Amadan hands it off to Helminiak. Helminiak will get the first down. Needed 1, got 2 or 3. That'll move the chains for the Cats, 2:15 to go. Yeah, Charlie, a good athlete. I don't know if you remember Lily Burke.
Mm-hmm.
Lily Burke was tearing it up in the youth football rank back in the day, too. She was downright scary. Josh will come back into the game. Charlie over to the sidelines. Breck and French over there with coach. As the play getting called in, I don't think Brecken's going to go in. Just wanted to come over and survey the call. Clock rolling, 1:49 to go. Cats lead it 30-16. Really, really nice game for the Cats tonight. And they'll call timeout here. I think they were just a little bit late getting that play in and didn't want to take the delay of game penalty. So again, Wildcat JV team looks to be on its way to going 1-0 on the season. Start the year off with the victory. And tonight at 7 o'clock, Raymer Field. You can catch the action. Kevin Westhouse and the crew at 7 p.m. tonight on the River Falls Sports YouTube channel. Wildcat varsity taking on Wisconsin Rapids. It's kind of the home and home. Last year we went down there. Both teams played just like this, a 4 o'clock and a 7 o'clock game. But GV starting the year off 1-0, and they will be, it's going to be about a week and a half before they play again. So not this coming Monday, but the Monday after, they'll take on Holman, again right back here on this field.
Got our double fullback set there.
Looks like a little victory formation. Well, they're going to hand it off.
Ooh.
Looked like victory formation. Pitch back to Helminiak, and Rapids was like, not on this one today, boys. So Rapids calls timeout now. Trying to extend the game here. They've got one more. That's the nice thing about this Wildcat Field, JV. The crowd is to the left of us, and we pretty much have an open line out to the field so you can hear a lot of what's being said out there in the field. Even with these headphones on from the microphone, I can hear a lot about what's going on out there. Big dude walking out on the field there for Rapids.
65. Or is that 85?
I think it's an 80-something. He's big. I don't know. They got plenty of size in this squad, that's for sure. Hamadan Pitches it to Helminiak. Helminiak around the right side. He's got a hole. Cuts it back the other way. He's got some blockers. Still on his feet. Racing towards the sideline and the end zone, trying to outrun his man. Finally gets pulled down at the 10-yard line. Helminiak with a big run to cap this game off. Will take it down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Cats with 1:15 to go. I guess the coaches say, oh, you guys want to extend the game? We'll extend the game.
50-yard run.
50-yard run by Max Helminiak down to the 7-yard line. And clock rolling. Let's see if they give Max an opportunity to put another one in the end zone before this is over. Looks like I'm going to say it's Grandpa Amadon pacing down below us. Chance to see grandson playing his first high school game tonight. Again, freshmen, no game for them this week. Rapids doesn't send their freshman team up here, but freshmen will get their first game of the season next Thursday, and they're going to
take a knee.
Take a knee. And that should do it. Lots of clapping over here from the Wildcat bleacher section. Boys shaking hands. Come and talk to the coaching staff, and guys in stripes walking off. That'll do it. 3-2-1. And River Falls starts their JV season with a victory, 30-16 tonight over Wisconsin Rapids. Always nice to get in the win column first game of the year. Just kind of springboards you into your season. I remember last year we were calling that freshman team and started the season with a pretty rough loss, and we're like, wow, this might be a tough season. But boys bounced back, had a great season. And but it's nice to start the year off with a win. I would say the Cats looked very, very impressive offensively. The O-line looked really good. The running backs looked really good. Brecken French looked really good. Our receivers made some nice catches. You know, just I think I'd give the offense an A today. The defense looked really good early on, and then Wisconsin Rapids seemed to kind of solve the puzzle, and defense kind of struggled in the second half, but came up with a stop late in the game that was a pretty big stop with the turnover there with Charlie Burke with the interception. So a few things to work on there defensively, but again, offense looked very, very impressive, and it looks like it's going to be a fun year for this River Falls JV team. A lot of talent in the sophomore class, couple of juniors in there making some big plays for the Cats as well, and then the freshmen, a couple of freshmen in there. Charlie Burke, big play today. Max Helminiak looked really good running the football. So it's just nice to see a lot of kids contributing, a lot of new faces in there doing some good things for River Falls. Let's take a quick look at the stats here for the Cats. Looks like we got Max Helminiak with 149 yards. Big 50-yard run there at the end. 2 touchdowns for Max. Blake Schneider, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Josh Jenkins, a couple catches for 12 yards, also caught the extra point. Bo Bjork, 1 catch for 16. Todd Benedict, 1 catch for 15 on a 4th down. Big play there. Charlie Burke, 1 catch for 4. And Brody Schaefer, 1 catch for 14 yards. So let's count all that up. 28, 43, 47, 71 yards passing. Look at that. The stat guy had it. I just didn't see it. Stat guy had it. Brecken French, 7 of 8 today, 71 yards. So very, very efficient offensively today for the Cats. Let's look at the defensive stats now. Josh Jenkins, 1 tackle in there. It was a tackle for loss. Schneider with 4. Tyler Hastings with 1. Keane O'Keefe, 2. Jaden Osborne, 1. Bo Bjork, 1. Walquist with 1. DeAndre with 1 is a pretty big tackle. 4 for Brody Schaefer. 2 for Zach Faulkner. 1 for Damian Seja. And 4 for Charlie Burke, and a big interception there in the 4th quarter. And a play there that looked like maybe the game was going to kind of teeter on the edge of getting real interesting. Charlie Burke with the big interception to put an end to that. So a big way to start the season for the Cats. I mean, nice. You can start your season with a victory, and we're getting ready for varsity football here in a little bit. Any closing thoughts there, Mr. Jenkins?
No, it's just really great to see everything come together for him, because I know that scrimmage wasn't looking the hottest last week, and I was, but again, where we failed at the scrimmage was really the outside contain, which kind of became a problem for us here in the second quarter, or the second half at least, but I'm sure that
they'll work on that.
Take that back to the drawing board and see what where the coverage was missed.
See where that stuff is, and try to address it and try to kind of close that up. But a lot of good things. It should be a fun day looking at the film for these boys and the coaches, because a lot of good things to take away from this game. And you can start your season with a victory is always a good thing. And like you said, we walked out of there Friday and we're like, woof, it might be a rough year. But, the boys got it figured out here for the 4 o'clock game, and hopefully the 7 o'clock game looks a lot like this. That'd be pretty cool. So for Dan Jenkins, I'm Chris Larson. Thanks to Kevin Westhouse, too, for putting all of this stuff together. That guy is like, I don't know what to say about him. He's a national treasure, certainly a city treasure, putting all this stuff together. And you can catch those guys at 7 o'clock tonight, or just head over to Raymer Field. You couldn't ask for a better night to watch a football game. So for Dan Jenkins, I'm Chris Larson. Thanks for watching. We will catch you guys on the next show. Again, next JV game is not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. Take care. See you then.